G'day and welcome back for more economy survival or bankrupt or whatever I want to call it this week. Feels like it's changing constantly. I'm on my way to the ship selling station. I've got my money. I'm gonna hopefully go pick up a ship, and then I think I'm gonna head back to one of the component stations before I do any of the missions where I'm going to pick up stuff. Because I think that being at a station that sells components while I'm trying to do things is probably better than at a station where I'd have to just buy another ship, and that just seems silly. So what I thought I'd do while I'm on my way there is get some solar panels on here, so I'm going to begin with that. I think down here along the oxygen tank is probably... Ooh. Hang on a sec. There's a Mayday directly behind me. Let's just take a slight detour. It'll be fine. Might just... Let's just see. I'm gonna head back to that Mayday and see what it is. 16 kilometers behind me, huh? Alright, anyway, I can continue to work on the solar panels while this is going. So I was thinking of putting solar panels along here where these fences are. Hopefully finding an interesting pattern to put them in. Figure I can't pass up my chance to have another Mayday signal that I can take on. Oh, actually, even better. That can be, there it is. That can be my first thing I do with my my new fighter. I can take on the Mayday signal. Yeah, I think this will be a good little test bed for the fighter when I go and buy it. I just need to make a mark, and I just need to try and get in there and take control of it. I think what I'll do is park here with the big ship, go the next 5Ks with my scout, since it's got a camera and everything, and then I suppose we can find out if this is something that's armed or if I can just go in there and take it. If it's armed, I'm coming back with the fighter. If it's unarmed, I'm just going to do it. This does look more wreck-like. And how close I'm going to have to get to tell whether there are any guns on it. This does look a lot more wreck-like. I think those two things, that one, let's see if I can get my crosshair dead on it. That one, and that little thing there, I think they might be drones. This smells a lot like a trap. Yeah, those are totally drones. All right, it's not worth the risk. We will hopefully still have this there on our way back. Hopefully it won't get cleared up. But I'm just going to mark here, search GPS, Mayday, Mayday 7.5 kilometers. It was about that. All right, heading back to the ship. My worry if I go after this thing and those are drones and I'm correct, is that I have no means to defeat those drones. I will have to go in there and grind them down. And that does not sound particularly easy. Also very stressful when I'm having to protect my stuff. So I think I'm gonna chicken out. Hopefully if I go at full speed, this won't take too long. All right, so back to solar panels. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is do some little jagged bits like that along the front, and then we'll try and continue that shape sort of with the actual solar panels themselves. Now, obviously the angle is gonna be a little bit different, but my thought was to do something like this. That one there, then we go back to a full one. Full one. Ah, nuts. Okay, I'm gonna have to change up how this works. So I wanted to do that, and I wanted the angles to start on that last one, but actually, because the angles don't match, I think it looks better that they don't. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna leave it like that. I actually kind of like it. So that gets me what? 6 full panels and 4 half panels. That's not too bad. See if I have enough silicon and other things to make them. That's gonna be the other part of this. So I did buy a bunch of solar panels, but I think it's gonna be a little tight. Okay, we're out of solar cells. Let's just check. So, yeah. Okay, we are definitely out of solar cells. I didn't want to do another engine thing where I missed a massive stack of them. I definitely have no solar cells. Okay. So let's put some into production. And the other bits. So what do we need? We need a bunch of silicon, but we actually more need the nickel. So that means disassembling some motors. Let's start with 20. Give me a decent amount of nickel. As I'm probably also going to be making power cells, and I know they require nickel too, so even if I get a bit too much, it's still going to be useful. What else can we disassemble that we've got? Oh, I've got detector components. How many do I have? Detector, 18 of them. All right, let's disassemble those. They contain nickel, and they are completely useless to me since I'm not going to be mining. I might need to break down bulletproof glass and take out the bulletproof glass that I've put into the existing panels. So let's do that as well. Break down the 2 that I saw there, and I'll go grab the ones from here. Grab those 2, and I'll grab a 4 out of each of these, because that's a fair bit of silicon. And How many canvas do I have to break down? Because they have a fair bit of silicon in them too. They actually have quite a lot of silicon in them. It's pretty nuts. Right? Solar panels. Okay, so we're definitely going to still be short of silicon. Might just have to wait and not build all the solar panels straight away. Not too far from the ship selling station at least. And who knows, I might get a whole bunch of silicon containing stuff from that Mayday. Assuming I can manage to take it on with whatever ship I buy. That means I'm also waiting on the power cells because they require silicon too. I'd really like to get at least one of these batteries built though. Nuts. Oh yeah, I probably can because 2 of these I ground down and only lost a single cell. So I can make that 1 cell and get 1 battery. There we go, and we have a battery on the big ship. Good. That means I should now set up an event controller for the small ship to recharge every time it's docked. And I have enough time to do that, so I'm gonna. Just gotta line this thing up so that I can wipe off all my speed when I hit. Save a bit of fuel. Who needs to turn and burn when you can just smash and stop? And... donk. Oh. Actually came to a complete halt. That was perfect. Alright, let's go buy a ship so we can get back to that Mayday. So then we can go and try and do some escort missions if the ship pans out okay. What do you have for me? Price per unit. We've got about, so 2.2 million. So the Fighter Mark II is the most expensive ship I can buy right now. I had contemplated, but it doesn't look like there is one here, so it's not an option. I had contemplated whether a ship with like a grinder on it would be valuable. Because if I can get close enough to those drones, I could grind them down in the middle of the mission. But I actually think I'm going to struggle with that. I think I would have a lot of difficulty getting that close to the drones without either smashing into them so hard that I destroy my grinders or just getting shot up. So I think that was a bit of a pipe dream on my end, thinking that that might be possible. So yeah, okay. I guess we get the Fighter Mark II. Bye. Done. Why are you maxing out on power? What have you got for power? You've got a bunch of small reactors which have... oh, quite a lot of uranium in them. Okay. Do you have any batteries? You have a battery. And it's off. That would explain the maxing power. Okay. Let's turn off all the reactors. So first step, connector. Second step, add a second battery to that little ship. But I can do a lot of these modifications on my way over to that Mayday signal. Except for maybe getting rid of the reactors. That I might want to do before I go, just in case I grind down one that's got some uranium in it, because then I'll lose that uranium. The reason I want to get rid of all these reactors on board here is that they're expensive, they're valuable, and that's really not what I should have on a combat ship. A pair of batteries makes a lot more sense, although I may not have the materials to make a pair of batteries. Could be an issue. Well, let's check if there are reactors anywhere. Nope, got them all. Cool. Alright, reactors are gone. Let's get rid of the the rocket launchers as well. Because I'm not going to hit anything with a rocket launcher. Then, I want a turret. At least one turret. I reckon this top spot is perfect for it. So we'll get rid of these 2 thrusters. And move them over. Oh, convenient. There's also cargo storage here, so I can move that. Yeah, nice. I figure having a turret on will be potentially very valuable because my likelihood of hitting is lower than it should be. I am not that accurate. I might even need to turn down the gyro sensitivity so that I've got a bit better chance of hitting. Yeah. Haven't used one of these before. Let's mix the old with the new. As this fighter design is really very old. Ah, ooh. Before I get distracted and forget it, defense controller. That's what I want. Help that turret shoot out to full range. It needs detector components. That are the things I broke down before. I reckon once I get to the component station, I'm just going to need to buy regular components that have regular materials in them. If building is something that I'm going to be spending more time doing, because not having all these bits sucks. It's really annoying. Right, power cells being made. How far are we now? 89 Ks. Making progress. That's 40 Ks done. It's good having something to do while on these journeys. I'm kind of liking it. It's a bit annoying, kind of really having nothing to do on the journeys before. journeying with the big ship definitely makes it a bit more interactive for me. There we go. 2 batteries. So now the power situation's not going to be as big of a problem. Get some armor on the front, covering up that battery, since that's the direction I'm going to be pointing at the enemy. And I should also get a couple of cameras on here for redundancy. And then I need to replace those 2 thrusters that I removed from the roof, because I didn't actually add those back in. There is a not so small part of me that is worried at some point I'm just going to hear a massive explosion as I run straight into an asteroid. But, you know, space is big. Asteroids are also big, but they're not as big as space, so hopefully it's not going to happen. And I'll see if I've got enough components to do the same with this one with an event controller. Trying to get in the habit of actually equipping my ships with stuff like this right from the outset, rather than waiting until I get annoyed enough that I do it. That's done. How much ammunition do I have? Inventory, Gatling. My Gatling turret has 3 in it. Gatling gun have 3 each. I've got 10 more in a small cargo container. So if I go medium, move that 10 across, I'm carrying all the ammo. I could make some more, but I want to save the other components that make up a Gatling crate. Actually, I don't really need to. It's just nickel and iron. I thought there was silicon in there for some reason. I think that's maybe because the explosives have silicon? Yeah, the explosives do. That's why I got myself confused there. Whoa, 4 cases of ammo. I'm rich. I might leave them behind. Hey, it's still here. Yes! Yes! I was getting so worried. I was looking around going, I should have kept that original marker that meant that I knew exactly which direction to look in. But it's still here. Yes! Cool. Alright. So let's come to a halt. We'll grab the fighter. We'll go and explore. Oh, I forgot to put the cameras on the fighter. Let's go sort that out. Alright, fighter, let's do this thing. Now, can I see those 2 smaller things? Spot one of them. Where's the other one? Alright, I'm going to head for the small things first. Make sure I've got my gun ready. I'm going to turn down my gyros. That's a tiny little movement with my mouse that's doing that much shifting, so it's actually just too much to control and track a target for me. Aha, raider drone. Called it. I made the right choice. 2 raider drones to deal with. Okay. We're locked. This is actually a perfect little test for this guy. I have 2 drones to take down, and I have no backup. I don't think it has backup. I hope this doesn't have backup. And I don't think they have backup coming. So I should be able to see how much damage I'm going to take and see whether I've got any chance in at all of succeeding against the thing. Oh, here it comes. It's locked onto me. Go turret, go turret, go turret. I have not got the turret set to target weapons. Ooh, let's move faster. I've taken too much damage. Turret, what are you doing? Ah, you stupid turret. It's targeting the wrong one. Slash, I wasn't getting it in range of the right one. Turret. Target. Weapons. Forgot to set that. I think I lost a thruster in there. If I get more than that back. And there's another Mayday somewhere around here. Oh, that got a couple of hits, I think. Oh, I really can't see through that camera. When I'm drifting this way. Come on. Still got an intact gun. I've gotten some hits on it though. Okay, yeah. Small grid versus small grid. I'm going to have a lot of trouble taking these down. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of ammo before this ends. I think I might have to go and use my grinder. Oh, these things have turrets, don't they? Ah! Yeah! Yeah, this system almost works. Let it try and shoot me while it's getting shot up by my fighter. Are you going to a halt? Whoa! Okay, the other fighter just got blown up. Wait, did my fighter get blown up? Is that my fighter? No, that's the drone. Okay. Have you got anything good on you? Let's grab the replacement thrusters for the ones I've lost. This one's still pretty intact, so I should be able to force it to come mostly to halt. And then grind its battery. So after that little encounter, I think I might struggle to take on many drones with my fighter. I'm sure others might be able to do better than I did. I'm not great at that stuff. You'd think with the amount that I do it, I'd be better, but no. So I need to work out other tactics that might rely more on the engineering and less on the pilot skill. Wait, where's the Mayday at? No. No, I was... Ah. Panic averted. Oh, I thought I'd lost the Mayday. I was keeping a track of it when I was out in my suit, but... Alright, I don't see any guns. I do see some large grid ion thrusters, though. I also think I don't have much in the way of reverse thrust. What has this thing got? Alright, time to go on board and find out. It's got power. It could have guns. Let's depower it. See if this is enough to depower it. I don't mind losing a single power cell when I'm grinding down a battery. Maybe in the scrapyard that would be a problem, but here it's not that big a deal. Oh, there's still an engine. I can hear it. Ooh, cryotube. Med components. Yeah. Oh, there are several cryotubes. And there's a whole med bay. Okay, apparently I've got a med bay now. Okay. Claim it so it can't get deleted. And now I have a whole lot of stuff. Most importantly, I've got a gravity generator, which gives me some gravity components, which are needed for a jump drive. But that med bay is going to be incredibly useful, because I just love having a med bay so that I don't have to spend ages recharging my suit. But even more than that, two cryotubes means I've got enough to make another 2 survival kits. So I can even put a survival kit on the fighter and have the fighter hanging back, so it's my respawn. Oh, this is great. If I make the fighter more chunky and have a bunch of turrets on it, I just follow behind the ship I'm meant to be protecting. Follow a few kilometers behind, not like far enough that it's not going to be the main focus of getting attacked. And then I can go out with my grinder, collecting bits from all the drones, hopefully protecting the ship, and maybe using my thing as a distraction for the ones that start to drift back. Oh, yeah. So many options. So much time it's going to take me to grind this thing down and hack all the bits. I think there might even be a hydrogen tank on here that's intact and full. Yes! All right. This is a good haul. All right, I'm going to bring my big ship over. I might keep this location, the GPS I've got for Mayday 7.5 kilometers. And if I want to come back and collect more stuff, see if I can find any other Mayday signals that might be useful, if that ends up being the way that I need to go to earn money, basically becoming a salvager of space pirate stuff that I then sell back to the legitimate authorities, I'll do that. But at the moment, I am really, really keen to attempt the Escort contracts properly and see if I can actually make money off those for a little bit. Largely because I think of the available contract options, they're the one that's fun. There's actually something to it, which is a weird thing for, I feel, to say about escort missions, because escort missions universally awful in most games. So what I'm going to want to do is, I think, grind down that whole other ship, not merge it onto this one in any way. I want to just grind the whole thing down and keep building relatively small. If the thing I'm using as my platform is relatively small, it leaves me all those extra components to sell and make money. Because this is about money. This isn't about building some gigantic, opulent ship. That's what I want to buy. I want something small and practical and functional that, you know, I still want to make it look nice. That's why I did the solar panels in an interesting way. Or at least I think in an interesting way. But yeah, I'm going to just rip the whole thing apart. So, To do that, I need to make an elite grinder. 0.67 platinum. What else are we short of? Nothing. Nickel? Nickel. What? Ah, there's got to be a rounding error. Okay, fine. Let's break down one of these. That'll get me the tiny bit of platinum I need. There we go. Elite grinder. Why is my fighter not broadcasting? Oh, I'm too far away. It'll be set to 5 kilometers by default. Oh, nuts. I was relying on that broadcast. That was a slight error in judgment. Uh-oh. Please don't let me. I've lost my ship. Oh no, I can see it. It's all good. Found it. Panic averted. Oh. I reckon a few people might ask me this, and I am tempted, but I also think that the components are worth it to not do this. And the question I'm thinking people will ask me is, why didn't I just turn this ship I've found into a ship that's the combat ship for the missions? I think it's just, I'd like to try it with the smaller ships, something less expensive to lose. Like, if I lost this whole thing, that'd really be sad. As it's kind of bigger than the thing I'm flying right now. Okay, there are a few things I need to do to rearrange this and be ready for what I'm doing. This upgrade, let's grab all that out. I'm gonna grind this down, and I'm moving it up to here. Gonna have to flip around some things, but since I'm not putting upgrade modules on it, I don't need this in the open. I can put it nicely nestled inside here. And that leaves this back end open for me to put a big cargo container down. And built. Didn't even need anything else. Now, because I'm feeling lazy. So unnecessary. But I so just want to do it anyway. I'm going to run Izzy's on this to move everything into that cargo container. Just so it's always stacked. Because I just like it to be able to go straight to an inventory screen and be like, hey, that's exactly how much stuff I have. Perfect. And it also means I can break down some of the stuff that I probably don't want to keep. Hooray! All nice and neatly stacked. Alright. And then as I repair it, the script should get happy with the rest of it. Cool. Got some big ion thrusters that are fully intact. All the components. Oh, I'm gonna feel like I almost have too much after this. I have mixed feelings now. At least this thing also has hydrogen thrusters, so I can repair the ones on here as well. Let's try and be smart about things. Let's move the container near the wreck. And at least for the moment, my solar panel's in full sun. Oh, yes! Glass cockpit, I didn't think about that when I was coming in. Definitely not going to have silicon problems for a while.
Inventory.
This ship even had an assembler in it. And thankfully this grinding down is not actually taking me all that long. Although I did start at the skinny end of the ship. So that might be why I'm feeling like progress isn't too bad. Oh, what's this little thing? Perform scan to retrace hidden cargo. Can also attract unwanted visitors. Ooh. Let's leave that around till the end. And then we'll hit that button and see if anything actually happens. Maybe I'll get a few drones to attack. Maybe I'll get some cool stuff. Maybe it won't do anything. All of these things are possible. But what I do know is, whatever the cargo is, it can wait until I have taken over this thing and gotten all the good stuff from it. So I've been thinking about the size of this hull and, you know, economy only versus modified economy only, which is effectively what I've done because of the unknown signals and things. The main goal of doing a predominantly economy playthrough for me was just to actually use the economy stuff, and to a level I'm happy with, I've been using it because I've gained more understanding of what's there, and I really wanted to understand the existing systems in Space Engineers as much as I can, especially with Keen talking about Space Engineers 2, because if we're going to talk about this stuff, I'd like to be able to kind of couch any discussions in terms of what we have, because I think that's a good reference point that we should all be able to know. And by all of us, I mean Keen, us as players, modders, etc. Whereas if I have to use examples from external games, that can get a bit awkward. Okay, I think for these tanks and emptying them, it might make sense for me to pipe them all together. Because then I only have to dock to this once and only have one chance. Well, yeah, I only have one chance to accidentally bump it away and make it really hard to dock to. It also will be heavier if the hydrogen tank's there as well, so that should help make it bounce a bit less. What's nice about turning this ship into a bit of a fixer-upper, it's got just enough stuff to feel like I'm growing it sort of almost organically, but not so much stuff that I feel really tied down to the original design. I like it. Whereas the ship that I've just torn down, I think it would have felt like I was locked into that shape and that design much more. Thought I'd fix these thrusters before I try and do this docking so that I've got less drift. So now I should have 2 thrusters in all directions. Sweet, 186%. That is good. Okay. Search GPS button. Let's get out of here with my spoils. Then we'll come back. Oh, right. Tanks are on stockpile. And then we'll come back with possibly my fighter, possibly just my suit. Now, parabolic antenna. You need to have your range increased to 20 kilometers. Break down some of these glass and I can finish off my solar panels while I'm cruising away from that little button. That's definitely far enough away that I'm happy. 7.6 Ks. Holy cow. 494 thruster components. Now, I think thruster components are going to be the way I get superconductor components. Thruster components have half as much gold as a superconductor component. A jump drive requires 1,000 superconductors. Therefore, I need to collect 2,000 thruster components, assuming I can't buy any superconductor components at any stations. So I'm a quarter of the way there. It's not too bad. I suspect that's going to be one of the biggest hauls I have at all, so I shouldn't expect that to continue, but still, not bad. And back to the button, let's see what happens. This is so just going to be a big letdown where I push it and it's just like, nope, that bit of scripting behavior or whatever it was is no longer functional. Push the button. Stash beacon. Don't see anything else on my HUD. That's my beacon at 7.7. Aww. Yeah, I had a feeling this didn't work anymore. Oh well. Alright, now I've got a long journey to the components shop. Because even though I've got tons of components, I don't actually have any money. Or I don't have much. How much do I have? 269,000, yeah. So I can't exactly go to the Stiv one and expect to do anything useful there. So I need to go back to a components station. Although the moon orbit one is actually closer. Should I go to it instead? Yeah, let's do that. It's a much better idea. Plus there's a small chance we might get a tiny little hauling mission from it to go down to the moon surface and find some of the stations there. So, while we head there, what I need to do is upgrade the fighter so it can become a bit more of a turret-based thing. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to get some ammo. Hopefully the Klang's shipping station has some ammo, because I need a lot more. But yeah, I want to put at least 4 turrets on this thing. Some underneath, some on the sides, top. Just try and get as many turrets as I can, really, on it, to hopefully take down those drones as quickly as possible, while I spend time dodging. Maybe we'll get some components from that, but I'm suspicious we won't get too many. But if we can do the missions relatively quickly, that's 500,000 per mission. That's pretty solid. And then, if I can do them consistently, then I can start thinking of ways to maybe use this. Maybe it just latches onto the cargo ship I'm supporting and does all its defensive thing while I run around with the grinder trying to collect as many components as I can to try and up the value of each mission. Because if I can collect a bunch of thruster components from those drones each time I go through and use this as a place to store the materials, that'll be helpful too. So that's what's next. And this is going to be quite a long flight. Normally I would try and get all Gatlings on a fighter like this, because I find that the increased number of bullets increases my chance of getting a hit at all. But I'm kind of tempted to go with autocannons here, just because their visual base is smaller and it will make it easier to fit, even though their collision is still just about the same size, so I'm still likely to break stuff just the same. But being a bit smaller, I could more easily fit, say, one here, another one down here on the front, and the same with a pair on the other side as well, and then leave the Gatling on top. The downside, of course, then is I need both ammo types, which is going to make it a bit more tricky to manage keeping on top of having enough ammo for both. Yeah, it's kind of tempting from a style perspective. I think I'm going to go ahead with it. As I'm placing this second turret on this side, I'm remembering a particular problem that often comes into play with small grid turrets arranged on the same plane. They do have a tendency to shoot each other, so hopefully, because this one's set a bit higher than the other one, I'll avoid that, but I guess we'll find out. Oops, I got distracted. I was too focused on building. I've actually flown past the base. Not a huge distance past, but I have definitely gone past. Why am I like this? Almost here. I didn't overshoot this time. Just got to hit into it and we'll be good. And we can see what components I can buy. And more importantly, what ammunition I can buy. Because having refit to the autocannons, I'm going to need to buy some. And hopefully I can buy something with plenty of magnesium in it. We'll just come outside the safe zone because I'm going to be wanting to do some building. So I haven't quite finished the fighter, but I'm pretty close. I have upgraded it to the point that it now has the 4 autocannon turrets and the Gatling turret. It still has the Gatling guns on the front. It's got a few extra thrusters that I've put in place so that we've got more down thrust, more lateral thrust, and more lifting thrust. I haven't got any more reverse thrust on it yet, but in combat, I tend to mostly have my forward thrust off. My reverse thrust, I should say. I mostly have that off, so I'm not too worried about that one. Maybe I'll sneak thruster in here, actually, so that we've got an extra safety back here. Yeah, it's not a bad spot. And I think that'll be enough additional thrust. I think any more than this, and I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to add extra batteries to actually run these thrusters. I'm not even confident I've got enough battery power to run these. While I'm thinking about this, let's make sure that they're all set to do what I want them to do, which is target weapons. I don't want them to destroy the enemy drones if I can get away with it. I would much rather them damage them, disable them, and allow me to then grind down some of the components so I can sell them. Alright, speaking of selling components, let's have a look at what we can buy and sell here. And whether I need to come back in and dock my large ship so I can sell some stuff. Although I'm not 100% sure I'm ready to start selling components at this point. Yay, lucky 13 assault cannon shells. I'm being a bit lazy about this. Now I could obviously go and try and figure out the exact way to get the most magnesium from whatever I buy, if I would have been better off buying the MR20 magazines, for example. Yeah, that's not me. That's not my style. I do think that these might have been a great way to buy stuff because I'm buying a lot of nickel and iron. I basically want to buy magnesium primarily. Although these guys, no, the ratio is about the same. Yeah, the ratio is about the same to the Gatling ammo boxes. Gatling ammo boxes use a lot more magnesium than those shells. What about autocannon? Yeah, autocannon again. Autocannon magazines are actually cheaper. Interesting. Production. Let's see how many autocannon magazines we can make. Because these battles go on for a fair bit with these drones. I'm probably going to need a decent amount of ammo. Assuming I don't just get knocked out straight at the start. So we got 2 in each turret, and we got 5 here. Do I have any other ammo I can break down? Doesn't look like it. So that's pretty much as far as I can go. I've got 0.53 kilos of magnesium, and I need 0.67 to make another autocannon magazine. So that's the max amount of ammo I've got, which is not a lot. What can I go sell? Let's have a look. Or do they have any acquisition contracts so that I can get some extra cash to get a bit more ammo now? Though, if I'm spending all that ammo, that's 200 grand in ammo, plus the Gatlings, which are more again, and I'm only doing it for a $500,000 space credit paycheck? If I don't manage to grind down any of the drones? Oof. Okay, maybe I don't buy more ammo. That's... Yikes. Okay. hadn't thought that part through until just now. That's unfortunate. The other thing I had been thinking about was trying to get a survival kit on here. The only way I can think of getting one on here with it not getting easily destroyed is to put it where this big thruster is, but I kind of want the big thruster. So I might try and do a run without the survival kit, even though I know it has its benefits, and see how we go. So, let's do it. What the heck? What is there to lose? Except all my hard-earned money. No. Have we got any hauling contracts? No. So we got... Let's do the shorter distance one. Oh, quickly before I accept that. Hang on, there's something I gotta do. I had another idea for what I can do with the... I keep thinking the escort ship, but I'm the escort ship. The ship I'm escorting. So, people have suggested limpet guns, but you can actually build guns onto your friendly ships in these encounters. You can't get those guns back, so once you build them and the ammo you put in them, they're gone. But something much cheaper is a whole lot of armor plate, which I can add to their ship to try and protect it and give it a higher chance of survival. And the steel's pretty cheap, so I think I'm going to do that. So let's go escort. Pick the shortest one. Let's see if armoring it up and my fighter can do what I need to do. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Gigantic exposed hydrogen tank right in the middle of the ship too. Now I can't grind these off because I will lose standing if I do that. So everything I put on here is gone once I place it. I'll try and get this roughly at the same speed. I want to try and protect the front here a bit if I can, because I imagine the remote control block is in here, and that's probably what I've got to protect. I have no idea how much difference this is going to make, but figure it's not going to hurt. Oh, incoming drones. Whoa! Smashed already. Come here, you big jerk. Give me your goodies. Bye. Bye. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of explosions.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Haven't failed yet. My fighter isn't all smashed up yet either. Let's see what its heading is relative to the ship. Ship's pulling away a little bit. Let's catch up. Oh, here come incoming. Oh. Whoa, rockets! Yeah, scoring some hits. I'm not maxing on power. Let's see if we can get another flyby on him. See if I can slow down and maybe get out. Nope. No! Ah, that didn't go well. That went very, very badly. Oh, how much of my ammo did I use? Oh, I used all of that ammo. There's no way this is a sustainable way to do this. Shooting them's out of the question because I can't make enough money to offset my ammo costs. But this thing being a protected little ammo salvage barge, that feels like it could be a thing. So I want to give it at least one more crack at this, using this just as a salvage barge. So basically it's going to follow along behind, a fair way behind, about 1 kilometer like I was doing just then. So I'll shoot a couple of things, but I won't shoot too much. But mainly it's so that I've got somewhere to drop off stuff after I go and grind down the drones myself. Too many years of being able to just throw so much magnesium at the enemy, I'm not used to figuring out ways to be a bit more efficient. I think if I was very good with my aim, I could probably make some sort of sniper fighter that just uses railgun shots to take out each drone as it appears. They may well sit still enough for long enough when they appear for that to be possible, maybe? But I don't think I'm the person that can do that. All right, here come the enemies. Let's see if we can distract them. All right, get in close. You're dead. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You're dead. What's the next one? You're dead. And you're dead. Let's get your good stuff. Ooh, 5 kilos of uranium. Nice.
Inventory full.
No, give me the ammo. I know the ammo's expensive now. Alright, where's my ship? Fighter. Let's go. Oh, there's another drone already in. Alright, you're de-toothed. Whoa, that was close. Where's my fighter at? I think we might have a plan. I think this might be working. Hope I'm not celebrating too soon. Where's the thing I'm supporting? Where is it gone? There it is. Alright, let's go get these drones. Oh, the Tusk. I feel like the Tusk is a difficult one. I also feel like maybe I've chopped some... Oh, yep. Yep. Tusk is a difficult one. It's heavy armor. Alright, lose the direction of thrust, and you're not going to do much, buddy. You're going to struggle. So I think the Tusk is old, so it's possibly working on old behaviors that aren't going to cope with losing a direction of thrust, or, in this case, losing most of them. Oh no! Dang it. Celebrated too soon. Where is my body? Where is my body? Where is my body? Oh, I've got a long way to catch up. I have a long way to catch up. That's not good. That's why I need the survival kit on that thing. I'm not seeing much gunfire. That's good. No, 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 no. Bad wrong. No. Go away. I'm not going to be able to get my stuff. I'm going to die again.
Is low.
Ow. Now, which body is it? Please be this one. No! Alright, done. Contract successfully completed. I did it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh. What? I didn't get paid? No. No, that's not fair. What? I should have been paid directly into my account. Oh. Come on. Not a game bug. That's not fair. Right. Alright. This away in the fighter. What did I get? 46 thruster components, 4 cases of Gatling ammo, and some other random assorted pieces. And no payment, because I was cheated. Cheated out of my payment. Rude. So rude. There is some wreckage out here though. Or was I cheated? Did I not get paid because... But not have been not paid because they took damage. They didn't seem that damaged. Because in my experience, if you fail that badly, you fail so badly that you get nothing. Like, you get a fail, not a... They just don't pay you. Huh. I can see an ore processing facility down on the ground. I don't think there's anything I can do with that, but there is a facility down there. I don't think that's a trade thing. In fact, have a look. No, there's no safe zone, so no trading. I think that's more of a, if I wanted to become a pirate, I could take it over sort of place. And I do not want to become a pirate. Privateer. Taking out those dastardly pirates when I can. I wonder if it bugged out on paying me because I was too far away when it actually completed. Oh, no. Container. Container means... Oh, that was a lot of platinum. Wow. I wonder what that's going to be worth. Not getting paid for that mission kind of makes me want to maybe try some other angles to make some bigger cash. Because I feel like, unfortunately, escort missions really don't pay. And in my case, literally don't pay. But really don't pay very well at all. It's either you're going to use up so much ammunition trying to destroy the drones in order to protect the ship properly that you're going to end up burning through more funds than you can actually make from it. Or you're going to have to get lucky with using your grinder to try and take out the enemies. Before I completely abandon it though, there's one last thing I kind of wanted to try. I don't think it's going to work, but it might. The drones have limited ammunition. If they miss me enough, they'll waste that ammunition. And I think part of the reason that I keep dying is because I keep getting too close. So if I can keep myself at a couple of 100 meters, the chance of them the chances of them hitting me with their Gatling turrets even might be reduced enough that I can be successful. Maybe. I'm going to give it one last go, because why not? Let's see. I can just edit this down to the quickest thing ever. Let's go. This is going to be silly. Time for me to act decoy. Come on. Come on, drones. Focus on me. Oof. Okay, that didn't end well. Oh, man. That was over so quickly. Oh, jeez. That was so bad. They did not get attracted to me as a target at all. Oh, wow. That was something. Cool. Well, 3 fails. Well, 3 failures to earn money. Alright, what do I need for a jump drive? Because that's what's holding me back right now. Okay, jump drive. I'm just going to pop you there for the minute. Not really fussed where it is. Just want to get an idea of what I'm looking at in terms of other components I need to get. 14 gravity components, 118 power cells, and 1,000 superconductor components. Let's see if any of those are for sale. We have got superconductors for sale. Okay, what can I sell to make some money for superconducting components? I can sell 16 platinum ingots. Let's do that. I don't want to sell gold. I could sell some cobalt. Yeah. We'll break down some cobalt. And we'll sell off some of that platinum I got. That should get me a good head start. Platinum and then production, disassembling. Let's break down 100 of those. That'll get me a whole bunch of cobalt. 1.4 mil for the platinum. Nice. 47 superconducting components. That's almost 5% of them. It's okay. Could have been nicer to get a bigger head start on it, but it's okay. Cobalt. Still breaking down more. We'll grab what we've got. I'm going to break down those ion thruster components. I need silver, so that's going to be breaking down medical. Is it silver I need? Gravity? Silver and gold. Okay, we'll try and get the gravity components first from breaking things down then. Got 27, so let's break down 12 of them. Leave 15 available for a medkit. Medical room. Cool. Grab my cobalt. Let's see if I can sell that off. How much cobalt can we sell? $347,000 worth. I don't think that's going to be worth it. So I need some of this cobalt for the gravity components. Oh yeah. I need 800 kilos of cobalt. Yep, I'm glad I didn't sell that off. It's 73 per gravity component. I think once I get the jump drive built, then I won't need any of these components, and that's when I can sell everything. But until I know exactly how much I need, I feel like it's a mistake. We'll break down another 350 of the metal grids. Or 400. Gets me another 400 kilos of... Wait, that's a lot more. Oh, these have cobalt in them too. Ah, maybe I won't need them. Might well be okay. Alright, that's the gravity components in. Now I just need power cells and superconductor components. My goal here is to get this down to just needing the superconductor components because they have a really simple ingredient. They have a really simple ingredient list of just iron and gold, which means I can know I've got enough iron, I've just got to shoot for the gold, and I can sell everything else in service of getting those 2 materials. And I think I can get there with what I've got. I can probably get there and do some search contracts while I'm waiting. 45,000 per thruster component. Oh, I can actually make instant money. How many do I need for that acquisition contract? 84. Accept. Yes, I can make... They're going to pay me an extra 3 grand per thruster component. I need the 3.5 mil to get it. But I have 84 on my ship. So I can sell them and then just buy new ones. Buy even more of them. There we go, 3.7 mil. Now we'll go over here. We'll go buy. These are super cheap. Yay! That's maybe like 240 grand just from that one little observation there. All right, while this disassembling and assembling is going on, let's do a couple of extra missions. Because yeah, that was not too bad. 240,000, that's like 4 to 5 of the little search missions. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. And if I ever get to a point of having a decent amount of money, I'm also going to need to make sure that I'm just buying anything that's on sale. It's not a lot of money, but it's something. All right, let's get these done. Well, and good news, it's not every contract that's not paying me, it's just some of them. Okay, 741 superconductor components to go. 494 kilograms of gold. Now, do any of the factions sell minerals? I'm not sure they do. If I could find this Sovereign Excavators, maybe their stations might? But I don't think I've got any of their stations, any of their things as a station. Oh, I do. How far away are they? 4,000. So the closer one is almost 2,000 kilometers away. That would be a very, very long flight. Even with cheesy 1 kilometer per second flight time. No. I'm not going to do that. Oh, superconductors are on sale. Are there any missions I can do? Have you got any new search contracts? You do, yes. Okay. Smash these out and get those superconductors. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missions. It's going to buy me how many superconductors? Let's find out. Okay. I can buy 9. Woo! So that was almost 2 per search contract. So if I were to do these with search contracts to try and buy all of the superconductor components I still need, I'm going to have to do 300... Oh. Like 368 missions. Easily that many. That's a lot of search contracts. I do believe I'm going to need an alternative plan, because I don't think I want to do that many search contracts. I can't do hauling contracts. I can't do repair contracts. I can't do escort contracts, at least if I want to actually make money off them. So what I'm going to do for next time is I'm going to add Patrick's freight contracts mod. Once I do get this jump drive, Patrick's mod is going to allow me to do freight contracts where I have to haul whole chunks of a ship. And that means it's a bit more of an interesting hauling mission. They're big freight containers made out of actual grid pieces rather than something that fits in your suit's inventory. And if they aren't doable, then we know that legitimate salvage is the way forward. I'm going to need to use the things that I've bought, the things that I've built, and try and see if I can find enough of the Mayday signals and maybe even a pirate base. If I could find a pirate base, that would be epic, because they keep sending drones and I can kind of farm the drones maybe a little bit, or even just try and take on one of those bases with my fighter, take it out and sell all of its stuff or convert its stuff into gold that I can make into those superconductor components. But yeah, the jump drive's the way forward, literally. So we'll be doing that next time, and hopefully that will bring me to the millions and millions and millions I need to slap down and buy myself that red cruiser. So there's all that and plenty more to come, and I will see you then.